Hey guys, it's Tom here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about a fantastic promotion that William Hill have started putting on called the Golden Goal. It's a great promotion as it's basically just like the Bet365 and Paddy Power's 2-up offers. However, this offer only requires one goal to be scored in order to trigger. So the offer as a whole is basically if you bet on a team and they go 1-0 up in a football game, but then they don't go on to win the match, William Hill will still pay out your bet as a win. So you can simply just back a team and lay the team, hope they go 1-0 up, and then if they don't win the match after that, you'll make some profits. It's a little bit different to the 2-up promotion. Obviously, firstly, it only needs one goal to trigger, but secondly, they pay you out a maximum of £50 winnings plus the stake. So what I mean by that is that if you're betting, say, £100 on something to win at odds of 1.5, then that's going to return £150 in total. So if your team went 1-0 up and didn't win, your winnings for that £100 bet are £50 because the 100 is your stake, so the £50 is classed as winnings. William Hill would then pay you out that £50 of winnings plus the 100 stake that you bet to get that winnings. So they'd pay you out the full 150. If you bet anything over £100, then they would still only pay you out the 150, and then the rest of the bet would not be paid out because it's a maximum of £50 returns plus the stake. So yeah, it's a really, really good offer, very similar to the 2-up promo. The strategy is exactly the same. There's two different ways you can do it. You can simply just back and lay the team, or you can back and lay the team and cash out once they've gone 1-0 up. Unfortunately, there's no way to lock in profit before the match, but if your team do go 1-0 up, then you can cash out for profit, which can range anywhere from £10 to £20. So it's a really, really, really good offer. Just one more thing to mention as well is that this offer, it's not rare. However, they do run it on maybe 1 or 2 games a week. So it's also not common. It's like an uncommon offer, so to speak. So it's not like the 2-up offer where you can bet on every single Premier League game and every single La Liga game. There are certain games that William Hill will choose for this promotion, so you can only bet on those specific games. So we've covered what it is. Let's go straight into the strategy and see how we can make some profit from it. Okay, so firstly, if you want to reference this guide at any point, you can just head over to our reload section on our website at the top. And then once you click on here, just go to the football section and scroll down and you'll see the Golden Goal offer amongst all of our other guides that we've got. When you're on this page, we'll go through the strategy now. So the first step is to find a match. Now, this offer isn't on every single game, like I mentioned. It's only on specific matches. The quickest way you can find a match that it's on is scroll to the very top and just click on the William Hill banner. We've made a clickable link for you. And this will then open up their offer page. On the offer page, you'll see a green box and it tells you which game is next for the promotion. So as you can see for me, it's saying it's Cardiff versus Bournemouth. Sometimes it won't actually specify a game. That just means they haven't decided what teams they want this offer to run on for that week. So if there's nothing on there, then that just means the offer's not running at the moment. It's normally running once a week at least, sometimes twice a week, and maybe in rare occasions it could be up to 3 times a week. And don't worry about like missing out or anything, because if there is a team that's just been announced or a match that's just been announced, then you'll normally see a massive fuss in the Facebook group because it is such a valuable offer that you can make a lot of profit from. So everyone will post about it. So if you just keep in touch with the Facebook group, you shouldn't miss out. Okay, once you've opened the match and you know the match is eligible, it's a simple case of either choosing the teams. So in my case, Cardiff or Bournemouth. Just choose one of them to win, and then you just place a back bet on the team, lay the team, and then just hope that they go 1-0 up and don't win the match. Now, in order to work out your back stake, you do need to do a tiny bit of maths. So let's head over back to the Golden Goal offer, and you'll see step 2 is working out your stake. As I mentioned in at the start of the video, they pay out a maximum of £50 winnings, as well as the stake you bet in order to get those winnings. So the winnings are basically what you win after you place the bet. So if you had £100 before you placed the bet, and now you've got £160 at the end of the bet, then that £60 is your winnings because you've still got your 100 and you've got 60 extra. So they're basically going to pay you out that extra bit, the winnings, plus the amount you bet in order to get that. It's really, really simple to work out, so I'll just whack a calculator open for you to see. It's basically, you do 50 divided by the back odds of your team minus 1. So if we just use one of these examples here, if I'm going to bet on Cardiff, their back odds are 3.2. So go back to the sums, 3.2, remember that. So the back odds of my team are 3.2. I simply take one away from that. So 3.2 minus 1 is 2.2. Then I just do 50 divided by that. So 50 divided by 2.2. So my stake for this offer would be £22.72. Obviously, we'd recommend rounding it up or down, so bet £20 or £25. Never really bet £22.72 because that could get you gubbed. And then if you were to go on the other team, it'd be exactly the same, so 2.25 for Bournemouth. So again, we'll do the back odds of Bournemouth, 2.25 minus 1, that gives you 1.25, and then £50 divided by that is £40. So if you wanted to bet on Bournemouth, you'd bet £40 to get the maximum amount. There are a couple of factors to take into account when doing this offer, like choosing which team. It's not just a case of choose the team with the smallest loss. I would say choose the team with the biggest total returns. As you saw just then, to win £50 on Cardiff, we'd be betting around £20 to £25, and then obviously we'd be winning 50. However, to win £50 on Bournemouth, you're betting £40, and then you'll win 50. So if Bournemouth win the match, you'll end up with £90 in total, your 40 stake plus the 50 returns. And if Cardiff win the match, you'll end up with around £70 in total, your 20 stake plus the 50 returns. So you're actually ending up with more money in the account if you bet on the lower odds team. So my advice would be, where you can, try and bet on the team with the smallest odds, because it means that if the offer does land, the profit will actually be a lot bigger than if you pick a team with higher odds. Next step, simply place your back and lay bets. So obviously you use normal on the calculator. It's just like a normal trigger bet. This offer isn't guaranteed profit. However, the value is so big that you can take a loss of £2, £3 maybe at most. And then in the long run, you're going to make a decent amount of money. And then step 4 isn't really a step, but it's just the outcome. If your team goes 1-0 up and then they don't win the match, William Hill will pay out your bet as full, as winnings, and then obviously your lay bet will have won as well. So you're going to win both bets, just like you would with a 2-up promotion, and you'll have made, maybe 60, 70, 80 pounds, depending on what the odds were of the team. So it's a really good offer. And then if your team do go 1-0 up, some people do prefer to lock in a bit of cash. This is also very, very simple to do, and the process is exactly the same as the 2-up promo. So let's go check out how to do that now. Locking in profit is exactly the same process as the Bet365 and Paddy Power 2-up promo. You simply just put some numbers into the calculator and it will tell you how much to back on your team to cash in a bit of profit. In order to do this, you need an OddsMonkey account. So go ahead and make one if you haven't. We've got a link down here which will link you directly to the early payout calculator. So this is the calculator you'll be using. When you click on this link, it will open up the calculator here for you. And this is what you need to tell how to lock in profit. Now, if you are an experienced match bettor and you've done the 2-up promo before, then it is slightly different this, in the sense that the maximum payout is the £50 winnings plus your stake. So if you've actually bet a little bit more money to win more than £50, then you can't simply press the cash out button on your exchange, as it's going to cash out your whole bet, yet you're only getting paid out the £50 winnings on William Hill and not any more winnings. So just bear that in mind. Do not press the cash out button. It's always best to do it manually anyway. So I'll show you how to do that now. Right, let's assume we bet on Cardiff and, let's assume we bet on Bournemouth actually, because it was a £40 trigger bet on Bournemouth to win the 50. So we'll just put that in the calculator now. So you'll put in your back stake, which in our case it would have been £40, and the back odds at the time you placed the bet before the game. So that would have been for us 2.25 on Bournemouth. The maximum winnings was £50, and then the lay odds of Bournemouth, let's just say for example's sake they were 2.3, and then the commission obviously 0%, as we're with Smarkets on 0%. Now it says, has the bookmaker paid out early? You press yes, and then you just simply put in the exchange back odds. So if Bournemouth scored early on, our odds might have gone from 2.25 down to, I don't know, 1.4 on the exchange as back odds. So we'll just put that in there and it will tell us a back stake. Now what this back stake means, if you're not familiar with the 2-up promo, is that you now need to go onto the exchange and you need to back your team with this amount. So we need to go onto Smarkets and back 64.28 on Bournemouth to win the match. We've already backed Bournemouth on William Hill, and we've laid Bournemouth on Smarkets or Betfair. That's completely fine. However, William Hill are going to obviously pay out the bet, so we've now just got a lay bet for no reason. So in order to cash that out for a little bit more profit, you need to back 64.28 on them on the exchange. So then that back and that lay sort of cancels out as well, and then all your profits, what you've made in William Hill. So yeah, once you've done that, it will say your breakdown at the bottom. So if you can see with this example, we would have made £25. If you just leave it and don't cash out, and then Bournemouth end up not winning the match, so the draw or lose, then your profit would actually be around £90 because it would be your £50 stake, sorry, your £40 stake plus the £50 returns, plus or minus a couple of pounds with the odds differences and stuff. But it's as simple as that. So yeah, just remember, don't press the cash out button on the exchange just in case, and always take into account the fact that your max winnings are £50. With 2up, it's obviously unlimited, so you can just put the whole stake in here. But if we were betting a lot more, then you wouldn't be able to put the whole stake in here. So just remember that as well. If you have any questions on this offer, then obviously please do post in the Facebook group. Whenever it's on, a lot of people will be posting about it. It's a really, really profitable offer in the long run. And yeah, hopefully you guys make some profit off it next time. Please do like the video, obviously, and hit the subscribe button so you get some more notifications when we have more guides up. Thank you very much.